Hello, Kenichi, what's up, gamers? It's me. We're doing art again. Doing just kind of a chill art stream. Gonna do another one of my little Fakemon things, this time for Haru. Haru, I don't know if she knows that I'm doing this. If she doesn't, don't tell her. Um, yeah, that's the plan. I might have announcements later related to birthday stream, but we'll see how things go, because it's been a bit rough. So let me pull up. I have a reference image that I'm going to pull up for her. Okay. So her 3.0 is very pink. Pink, white, and gold. With potentially, like, dark red accents. We also have our kimono, which is much more white. With a lot of red and blue accents. And some minor, like, purples and yellows. But that one might be too many colors to try and fit in. Um, too many colors for a simplistic sprite. I also don't know if I'll finish it today because the ideas I have for her are a bit more on the complex side. But okay, pink and red accents, or pink, white, and red. Pink and white with dark red accents. Can I think of a Pokemon that has that color scheme as a base? Weirdly, Lickitung kind of does. Down above the clouds and I can't breathe. We are falling like slowly, like snow led by gravity. Alright, we will make a new layer. We're gonna rename... How do you rename? Properties? Name this color palette. We'll probably be turning this on and off as time goes on, but we're gonna put this out here for just a moment. It's key, that's what it is. Okay. Snow up or down above the clouds and falling loud, slow like snow like back. Okay. You can see I opened Genesect because I was also thinking Genesect might fit the color scheme, but we'll see what Lickitung gives us to work with. Is this a different color than this? No, actually. Interesting. I'm always so impressed with the way Pokemon uses their color palette. They're able to convey so much with a lot less colors than I feel like I'm ever able to use. That's really hard to see on that background, but that's fine. And then we've got the white. Oh, white is... I should probably draw. And the grays. Wow, that's almost exactly the same as the background, hilariously. Okay, that is a color we already have. So I think the only things we don't have are the tongues. The tongue colors. Which are the ones I'm least likely to use. But we will grab them just in case we feel like using them. So my question is that is a different color. Okay. Interesting that they made that one a meaningfully different color, even though I feel like they're so close it wouldn't make a huge difference if this and this were the same, but I'm not the expert. Okay, so that's a potential color scheme idea. I might look through and see if there's other similar color schemes we can pull from real fast. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at something else. Rise through the proud darkness, the vastness of the world. Let me go back to my reference real fast. Where did I put it? There we are. Hmm. No, that's too light. Okay. I think this is a fine enough color palette. I'm probably gonna not use these and replace them with something else. Three other colors that fit the design I end up going for. Okay. So the main things I want to get. I had a few ideas. Something capybara based could be fun, because Haru does have a lot of references to capybaras and whatnot. Oh, I forgot to update my text. Today, art. I should also do this. What? That's not... I don't want to shout out myself. Why did it do that? Do I have to put an at? Haru underscore. Haru. There we go. I do recommend checking out them and all the other people I've made art of before. Because they're very cool people. I obviously wouldn't be making art of them if I didn't think they were. Okay, so what... Let me pull up images of capybaras. Capybara. Okay. Is there a Pokemon that has a similar enough body structure that I could use as a starting point? It's an years to find the answer to the thing. Got about it in 2 seconds. Okay. Sorry, I'm grabbing references and stuff off stream. Is there a larger version of this I can find? Yes. Perfect. Oh, you didn't see anything. Okay. So we need... Weirdly, Cubone might not be a bad base to start with. We'd want to change the nose, obviously not have a skull on his face. Let's grab Cubone. See what else we can find that we can help composite and edit here. Why did it give a shout out 2 or 3 times on my... Huh. め Okay. It's gonna look a little weird and stupid, but don't worry, there's an idea here. We're getting a silhouette here. Of a potential capybara face. And then the body would be down here. If that makes sense. Do capybaras have tails? Why is there no pictures of capybaras? No, they do not. Okay. Right, they have little, yeah, they have little curly ears. So I'm thinking what we do, we'll have an eye like right here. a little heart with a bow, maybe? It might cover up the ears. And then we'll have a little body. A little bit rotund kind of body. Probably not a tail because they don't have tails. And then short kind of stubby legs. And then I'm going to have it be holding like a stick of dynamite. Or something like that. Probably not legs quite like that. I'm not sure I like those legs, but maybe have it like sitting down and so it's like turned to face the viewer. That's kind of close to Cubone's pose. I still might steal part of Cubone's body. Let me... Hello, Cubone. I'm stealing your body. This is mine now. Oh. I accidentally uncopied it. There we go. I forgot to do that without making the new layer. We make the new layer, then we paste it. There we go. Okay, that's much too small, but we can get a general idea of what we want from this. So, unselect this, please. So it's got a little arm like this. It uses straight lines to form a chubby body. And then another arm that's extended like this, which goes directly into a little leg. Its legs are much more circular than I thought they'd be. Generally wonder what happens if I do something like this. Make sure it's on nearest neighbors so it can stretch the way I want it to stretch. Something like this. Okay. I don't want to like fully rely on that because I'm not sure I like it. Can you flip this? Redo. Crop. Flip horizontally. Oh no, I don't want to flip the whole thing. There we go. Can't love myself. I'm so sorry if I'm not super talkative. I've had a bit of a rough time recently, so I'm not all mentally, I don't know, together, I guess. So I'm thinking maybe we actually use this to make the heart, the golden heart. Like that. And then maybe curve it in a bit over here. And I'm gonna replace this with our proper color palette in a moment. Sup, goat? Hello, welcome in, bud, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Or if not, I hope things get going better. I'm doing art as best I can, as I am not an artist. Am doing? I don't really know what am doing means, but I get it. Sometimes I'm the same. Alright, let me rephrase that. I am not a good artist. Right now I'm making a little bit of outline. Doing more Balatro right now, losing my mind. Balatro would be like that. It do that. You're gonna go see? No. I'm not even doing real art, because I'm just copying. Well, I'm editing. I'm splicing. Stealing and thieving and splicing. Art is creation, I fear. Maybe. Should be more this way, right? Because of perspective? That's how perspective works, right? Should still be some of it over there, right? Dude, how the frick does perspective work? Okay, we're gonna go back to this, and I'm going to erase the bow for now. Straight of his rough, it's awful. I cannot do it. Nor can I. Okay, tell me though, does this register as even remotely capybara-esque to you? Or am I so off base I gotta start all over? Okay, the head shape, yes. Okay. That's a good start then. Tiny bit rounder at the top right area. So like that, or should I make the head bigger? I'm trying to make a capybara-esque Pokemon, which is why it's standing on its legs. I might have it go back down to... like this. Oh, I already undid what I did. I see. I kind of like the... I might just make this bit smaller. Like that. Will the ears look that hard too, that speak? Well, that might not be a bad idea. What the frick is this song? I thought I was listening... Oh, it's the dumb... It's the funny thing where Spotify, once a playlist ends, it's like, now I will play songs not related to this playlist. Okay, I'm still not sure I like the body, but... let's move all of this up over here. Songs that we think would fit this place, and there's nothing there at all. Yep. Especially because this song is explicitly just music from Guilty Gear. Specifically Guilty Gear Strive. And, like, if they really wanted to do something, they could do, like, music from the other Guilty Gear games. But no, it's just random, vaguely anime-sounding music. Alright, we're gonna set a new layer up to try a different body shape. What are the Guilty Gear games about? That's a good question. It's about the guilty gears. The gears that are guilty. Uh, basically, in the year 2000, fire description, yeah. In the year, like, when, you know how, like, there was what was it? The 20XX apocalypse, like, people thought the world was going to end in 1999 when the years went over because of technology. Basically imagine that actually happened, but way worse. So when the year 2000 rolled around, all technology in the world suddenly stopped working. It no longer works now. Sorry. Uh, and a big part of the reason for that, if I remember correctly, is that's still insane to me. The fact that people thought the world would just stop. Yeah, it is. It is a little strange, but yeah. So basically, that happened, and coinciding with that, magic started to return to the world. Now, the thing is, technology has started to make a bit of a resurgence. Problem is, tech and magic really don't like each other. They kind of both mess each other up in very weird ways. Um, but anyway, magic started to resurge thanks to this man called the Original. Um, who the Original later on, after a whole character arc and stuff, went on to become the character known as Happy Chaos. Um, Noom Yahoo, how's it going? Hello, the raped one. Welcome in, welcome in. Uh, I hope you're doing well, or I hope it goes better for you. I'm doing art while explaining Guilty Gear lore, because Bun in chat asked. Uh, yeah, so the Original, who's also like the inventor of magic after discovering another dimension called the Backyard, don't worry about it, um, created this thing called... No, it's not justice. What does he make before justice? Because it's what possesses justice. Oh, the universal will. The backyard me on a summer noon afternoon, actually. Yeah, so the backyard is basically like the program that runs the universe. Like, if you think of, like, the world as a computer, the backyard is the terminals. It's the Windows command prompt, which is why it's used for magic and stuff. How's the Capybara coming along? We have a good head for it. We've got to start. We've got to start for it. I'm trying to figure out what kind of body shape I want to use. I'm looking at, as you can see up in the top left here, some other Pokemon bodies for reference. I've got a Genesect. I was looking at, this is one of the bodies I've been looking at that I'm not sure I like is this, which is, if you can't tell, very heavily based on Cubone's body structure. But I don't know if I want it quite like that. So I'm looking at other Pokemon, seeing if there's another body shape that might fit better. This stage one, for most of the designs, I've only done stage ones, just to not make things too complicated on myself. Although maybe I should one of these days try and do a multi-stage. But this is, like, I do basically the idea of what Pokemon, uh, like Scyther, I guess, would be. Other than being a capybara, what is the mon based off of? So it is based off of a VTuber friend of mine named Haru Haru. Uh, I can send you what her reference sheet is that I'm working with on my other tab here. Which is mostly what I'll be taking the color palettes off of. Um, This is her main costume, which is, as you can see from my color palette in the top left there, that's where I'm getting a lot of ideas for colors off of. Don't know if I'll use these, like, oranges, or these yellows. The pinks and reds I like. And the whites, grays, and blacks are used on most Pokemon sprites, so... And there's obviously points where we're going to need that. But as you can see, like, with the this body. That's why I included the yellow heart there, because... Oh, I was accidentally drawing that whole time. Whoops. There we go. Uh, because she has golden hearts on her back by her ribbon and on her high heels. Um, and on her choker. I actually don't know if the choker's a heart. I think it's just a gold like buckle that has the heart on it. Um, but obviously I'm not doing a back sprite because I don't want to spend forever making one Pokemon. But I want the golden hearts to be somewhere there, so I'm thinking either on the front as like a brand of fur or somewhere like near the ears have like a golden heart and then the ribbon. That ribbon would be way too big, but you get the idea. Um, and then I'm doing capybaras because she's got a lot of like capybara memes and emotes and what. She really likes capybaras. Um, she also has a channel redeem that causes a lot of explosions, and there's a lot of jokes about her uh throwing bombs and whatnot. So I was thinking of giving it like a stick of dynamite or something vaguely explosive. Um, and the working title that I had that Reaped One mentioned up because he was helping me come up with names. The working like name for the Pokemon that I had come up with was Capybomra. So capybara, but with a bomb. As a title. That's a joke that got popularized by the community. She likes to test weapons on us mods whenever we play with her. Yep. Yeah, and I like to include both like official reference material and in jokes and stuff like that. Which is why I want some of both in there. Um, does she have the? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this is one of my favorite emotes from her thing, which is just her emote of her. I could probably send it in the Twitch chat too, right? She added it to Twitch. Yeah, I love this emote so much. It's such a good emote. I love her just walking away and then she's just, bomb be upon you. Hello, Smoking King. Hope you're doing well. I got you with the snack time and hydrate and stretch. You can hear it in my voice when I stretch like that. So yeah, we're trying to find a body that can work, and then trying to tie together some of the design elements and explosives and whatnot. So I'm looking through the official Pokemon sprites right now. It doesn't show up on the stream because it's in a different window, but I have a folder with all the Gen 1 through 5 official sprites because obviously Gen 6 and beyond they didn't do sprites. So I can only use Gen 1 through 5 Pokemon as a reference, but um I'm trying to see if there's anything that I can work off of as a base. And I'm also jamming out to Guilty Gear because I frickin' love the music of this franchise so much. Big question is, do I want it to be upright or not? And the big problem is, it's very hard to, like, if you have a Pokemon that's down on four legs, it's very hard to incorporate more human elements. Also, thank you so much for the follow, the Reaped one. I really do appreciate it. Um, Specifically, like, if I have it, if I have it on all fours, how would I incorporate explosives? I also have a picture, like, I just have a tab that's just a bunch of pictures of capybaras. Do something similar to I could try something similar to Blastoise with some sort of weapon on the back. We could definitely take a look at trying something like that. When Howard plays FPS for a good while that she likes, she becomes a scarily good shot. Give her a sniper rifle. I was also looking at her the stickers in her server that's she's got a few stickers that are like a capybara. She's got a really cute one that's a capybara holding a shotgun. I was looking at that for a bit of inspiration as a potential option. I'll fight like a tiger, walk in the park, play the hero till I die. That was when she was into Hunt Showdown. I didn't know she was into that game at any point. I've only followed. I really like Haru, but I have only followed her for. Well, I guess it's been like almost 6 months or so. Oh, I like. Oh, I like your Vision Bun. Oh, that's. I might just have to steal that as best I can. Oh, there's an ad break happening right now. Sorry if people are in ads. Yeah. If I want to disable pre-rolls, which means that people who first cut, because I really don't like, no offense to anyone else, but I don't like coming into a stream and immediately getting hit with an ad. And your two options on Twitch, for ads are either have pre-rolls, so every new person who comes in immediately gets hit with an ad, and every time anyone refreshes the stream, they get hit with an ad, which I don't like. Or you have to run at least 3 minutes of ads every hour. Which also isn't great, but I think 3 minutes of ads is better. I don't know if it actually is, but... Alright, Twitch is telling me most people are back from the ads. I do kind of, if I realize when ads are going on, which isn't always, but I try to, I try and pause the stream, to not, so people aren't, like, missing a ton. Okay. Hello, Dwayne. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah. Yeah, so the two options on Twitch are you either have to have pre-rolls, meaning that every new chatter who walks in and every time someone refreshes the stream, you have to hit them with 3 minutes of ads. Or you have to hit them with an ad every time they walk in or refresh stream, or you have to run 3 minutes of ads every hour, or a minute 30 of ads every 30 seconds. I just do the 3 minutes of ads every hour, and if I'm doing something where I can pause, if I realize ads were going on, I'll just pause what I'm doing until ads are over. Yeah, I truly don't mind. It was just like, what? There's someone who really uses Twitch. That's fair. Delibird. I do like the idea of a deli. Let me find... Where's Delibird? There you are. Okay, we could look at Delibird. I'm also saw... Did you frick with my little doodle? I did say, yes. I said I'm probably going to steal certain parts of it, because I really do like it. So I think I might actually take... Yahoo! We're gonna... Hello, Cyndaquil. I am taking your body. It's mine now. Please do not resist. You can kind of see what I'm going for here. Not quite. Watching this just brings back memories of when I used to draw merge Pokemon way back in the past. You would be surprised at how much of my Pokemon fan art is, like, partially because I think genuine Pokemon sprites are amazing, and partially because it gives me a good idea of how to do it, like, what proportions to use and whatnot. A significant amount of the Pokemon fan art that I have made and continue to make is a lot of splicing. It is, I take an official Pokemon sprite and we kind of mangle it to fit our purposes as best we can. because it gives me a good idea and it helps keep it like authentic to the idea of how Pokemon makes their sprites look. But yes, I also used to draw fused Pokemon, so I think that's something that like is so like if you were a Pokemon fan, you probably had at least one like Pokemon fusion in your head that's like, man, it would be so cool if X and X Pokemon fused. Or you had your own like dream evolutions of like, oh, this Pokemon, I could imagine a world where, you know, we get this evolution and it's like this. And I used to draw a lot. I probably still have it somewhere because I'm the kind of person who never really throws away like old art and stuff. Even if it's really bad, I like looking back at it and laughing at myself. So I probably still have it somewhere, but I know one of the things that I drew as a kid was the idea of what if Pokemon got a fourth evolution? Like Pokemon who are already fully evolved could evolve again, and what would that look like? That's right, I invented Mega Evolution, and definitely no one else, because that's definitely not a very common, normal thing to think. Uh, but one that I always had in my head was uh Magnezone. I had an idea of what if Magnezone evolved again and basically like got a few more Magnemites to form like a mech. And in my head I always had this idea of Magnamech, which was the secret fourth evolution that would be this very like tokusatsu almost like Ultraman Power Rangers Megazord type mech that Magnezone would eventually become. New Pokemon Handgun Carbine finally evolves into Deontay. I think they are related. Like I'm pretty sure they have lore connections. Uh, but it definitely feels like that should be the case. That and Love Disc into a Low Momoa are the two that are like. It feels like they should just be like that. Uh, Especially Love Disc into a Low Momola because Love Disc is such. I'm sorry, Love Disc fans. It's so bad. It's such a garbage Pokemon. Both design wise and the fact that it is to date the weakest um weakest fully evolved Pokemon in terms of stat line. That too, yeah. It really feels like it should just be. Okay, I kind of like this. I think it's a bit too small. Maybe a bit too round. I think it needs to be. Okay, we're gonna. deactivate this. What if we did... Oh, no. Unselect everything, please. Thank you. That would have been bad. Same idea, but what if we applied it on a big scale? That's too big. That's too chunky. What if... Okay, let's go back to having this open. Or do I want it to be longer? That just makes a normal capybara, though. Lullaby, don't stop until I fall asleep. Alright. You know, I still think I actually like this body more. I might move it back a bit. No, not that. This. Oh, that's why. I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. Yeah, move it back a bit, make it a bit larger, and then we're gonna curve the arms inward. Like we're gonna redo the arms. But I think to make sure that I don't end up doing things I don't want, we're gonna copy this, paste it. So that way, if I still want the original kind of body shape that I was going for, we can go back and still have that. Yes, we're gonna take these arms. have them curve inward. Because I'm gonna steal Bun's idea that she gave me of having the golden heart in the center be an explosive. That it's gonna be holding. I like how you're the one evil laughing, even though I'm the one stealing your idea. Okay, I'm gonna erase the golden heart for now. Just so I can get a better idea of proportions and whatnot. Because I can already see now that the heart's kind of vanishing that I should need to curve that other arm in more. It's too high up and to the right. But I made the explosive idea, yeah. And I'm stealing it. You can come up with explosive ideas that are innocent. I do not know how to draw ribbons in pixel art. My brain is like, oh, we should find something else to steal from. But I don't think there's a Pokemon that has a ribbon on its back that we can steal from. I think it needs to be bigger. And maybe the legs a bit stubbier. Hi, been a while. Taking a break from Leech Sleep Labyrinth of the Forsaken. How are you? Oh, that game is Bun immediately proving me wrong. That game is on my wish list right now. I'm super excited to play it. I'm probably gonna play it on stream sometime soon. But I'm living. I'm living. I've definitely been better, but you know, sometimes life is the way it is. Well, sorry, I just figured I'd give you a ref. No, that's fine. Do I just have it connect right here, maybe? I'll give it less of a hunchback, like that. I think that is better. I hope it's been fun, though. And I hope you have been well, Potato. And if you haven't, I hope it gets going better. Let's go back to layer 3. So we're going to do some work on this bit, which we're actually going to put on another layer, just in case I end up not liking my product. But yeah, I'm just doing some art right now of great streamer Haru Haru. Don't know if I'll finish this art today. I think I need to move this back a bit. Yeah, don't know if I'll finish this today, but we're making some Fakemon art. Oh, I actually do kind of like that. I'm not sure I like this part up here. Maybe we leave this and then keep the bow of the ribbon. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I actually thought of tagging Haru Haru on like Discord or in the title because I know you can like add people in the title of Twitch streams. Then I was like, that's probably too much, especially if because if she pops in and sees what I'm doing, I feel like I'd be happy for sure, but I'd also be scared. What if we cut off this? Where did I put the heart? Layer 5? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna... Okay. Alright, we're gonna start renaming some of these layers just for the sake of... This is body. Which one is this? Oh, that's the other version of the body. You know, I actually might like that more. But is that capybara-esque? Problem is that I'm indecisive. Alright, let me see what it would look like if I add in a version of the ribbon here. I'd probably want it like right here. Something like that. And then you would have potentially another part of the ribbon that's just visible like right there. I don't know. Is that better? Is that worse? Also move it more over. I think it'll look better slash more normal or less uncanny with neck fluff. Neck fluffs and a bow to cover the hunch. Yeah. Oh, whoops, I Shift Z instead of Control Z. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. We'll start working on some baseline coloring and whatnot. Start seeing how we feel after we get some colors and whatnot. I'm trying to find like a good reference for Pokemon eyes that are similar to what I want. Eyes are really hard. Most of the time I end up just stealing, I just end up stealing a different Pokemon's eyes. I'm stealing Umbreon's eyes. Come here. That might be a little bit too angry looking. Hmm. Hmm. I love I Know. That's the character whose this song is a theme to. There's no up or down above the clouds that I can't breathe. Let me see if Shink's eyes are any good. Obviously, we're gonna recolor them, but no, I don't actually hate that. I think the nose needs to be bigger. That's better. This is the boring part where it's just me coloring. So now the question is, I know I just did this all in yellow. The question is, do I want it to be yellow as the base? Or do I want pink as the base? I think I might want pink as the base. Let's see if we... Whoops, that's not the right button. Where's the, oh, that's why. This... Okay. It looks so weird right now. That's kind of creepy. It'll look less creepy as we go along. It's just because it looks like... It's because there's no shading and it all looks flat, so it's hitting an uncanny sort of... Don't worry, we'll make it look cuter, and if we don't, I will end up scrapping it and starting over. It wouldn't be the first time that I end up, I am just kind of freestyling right now. And the more I'm doing, the less I'm liking it, but we're gonna say let's deal with it for now. This, if I put this right here. I think I might need a step in between these two. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I like that color scheme. Let's see if I can get a different color palette. Trying to think of pink and gold Pokemon with dark red accents. Hmm. Hmm. This is probably something we can work with. I don't know about the. We don't have reds here. But we can probably steal a lot of this color scheme for our pinks. We're gonna uncheck this, make a new layer. Color palette 2. Okay, just make sure I got the right pink there. Are those the same color? No, they are very slightly different. We might not use both versions, but we'll grab both versions just in case. Is this the same color? Yes, so we already have that. Interesting. Interesting to know they use two very slightly different pinks for, here and here. I grabbed this, right? That's what this is? Yep. Okay. Then it's just whites and blacks, it looks like, and then a tiny bit of green right there, but... What if I added a dress on this? Something like that. But her dress is more this. Yeah, her scoop purse out, and then is like... It's frilly. Hmm. Ah! I didn't mean to do that. No. I'm gonna take your reds. Okay. Okay. I kind of like that. Hopefully it's looking less creepy now that I abandoned the, bad idea. I'll have to use shading to make it so it looks like something she's holding rather than a physical part of her. What are you thinking, the Reaped one? Is this looking better, or am I still way off base? Genuinely, I'm having a hard time deciding. I haven't talked in like a hot minute, have I? I've just kind of been locked in doing shading is always my worst bit. I'm sure this is making the art like quality decrease drastically because I'm not good at it, but What are we thinking, chat? Good, bad? Do I need to scrap it and start all over? I haven't added the bow yet, because I'm probably going to do that in a separate layer, but... Hmm... Alright, we're going to save this as a work in progress. And I will probably come back to this in a future stream. Because I'm not super happy with it, but it is also... midnight. And I need to end stream eventually. So... So we'll see how this feels next time I get around to streaming. Well, not next time I get around to streaming, because let's see if I can get this to work on stream. I'm gonna be posting this on Blue Sky as well later. Where is... Professional streamer, everyone. Uh... Wait, where did it... Oh, that's why, because I saved it... So, I know I kind of talked about this on stream earlier, and honestly, at this point, it's kind of a little last minute to be talking about it. But I am nothing if not unprofessional. Whoa, that's way too big. One sec. Whoa. Look. Yeah, I'm gonna do a birthday stream on Monday the 25th. That's what this is all about. I won't lie, I am incredibly nervous. Especially because I'm not entirely sure who's going to be there. I'm still figuring out collab partners because I'm bad at planning. But I'm not expecting to have anyone donate. Those are mostly for fun. Please don't donate unless you are financially able to. Yeah, it's not gonna be like anything super crazy. It's just gonna be me hanging out with a few of the streamer friends I've made. Um, to celebrate the fact that I'm gonna be a quarter century year old. And whatnot. Um, yeah, that's gonna happen. That's all. That's the big announcement. Uh, sorry, I'm a bit frazzled, and as I've mentioned in previous streams, my birthday stresses me out and stuff, and this is supposed to make it like prove to myself that I can do things for my birthday and not feel like garbage, but it's been a whole mess. Don't worry about it. That's depressing, and I don't want to talk. I don't want my stream to be like that. Um, yeah, I'll post those on various socials and whatnot. Um, that's all. Sorry, I'm very like out of it right now. Let's go find someone to raid. I'd raid Haru if she was live, but she is not. So we could raid another JJVE girl. Kita is live. Is anyone else of JJVE live? She's playing Dota. It's just Kita right now. In terms of JJVE. We'll see. I don't even know if I'm allowed to raid Nanachi, because she might have her raids restricted. I can raid her. Alright, we're gonna raid into... Kita, another one of the JJV girls. JJV being the group Haru is a part of it, stands for Japanese girl VTubers doing English, or in English. A bunch of JP English speakers. Really cool people. Go check them out. Go check out Haru too. I'll shout her out one more time. But yeah, I'll see you guys. I might do a stream over the weekend, either tomorrow or Saturday. Just because the plans I did have those days fell through a little bit. So we'll see how that feels. Be good people. Be good people. Wear your seatbelts. Don't do drugs unless prescribed by a medical professional, in which case take them as directed and in the amounts prescribed. Sleep well. Make sure you're eating and sleeping and hydrating and all that stuff. And I hope everyone has a good night, good weekend, and I'll hopefully see you when I see you, Monday or whatnot. Ciao. Arigato.